Hi, my name is Teik. Thank you for pausing from your busyness to listen to my language. Today's language is MC3. MC3, 21st century desired talent requirement. I will share with you what is MC3, why MC3. But before that, let's just pause and for you to ask yourself this question. What is your criteria for the 21st century desired talent for your organization? What is MC3? Mindset, character, capabilities, competencies. I believe that you need that combination, MC3, for the 21st century, especially with VUCA, with black swans, with the requirement that you want innovativeness, you want creativity, you want complex problem solving. VUCA, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. Black swans, COVID-19. So when you think of the environment, VUCA, black swans, and you think of the creativity, innovativeness, complex problem solving, well, functional competencies will not suffice. Functional competencies will not cut it. And that's why MC3. So let me unpack MC3. Let's start with mindset. I like the way Ryan Gottfredson bundles four mindsets into what he calls success mindsets. They are growth, open, outward, promotion. Let me share with you what he says about each of those. Growth mindset, I believe we're very familiar with, is basically the belief that you and others can change abilities, talent, and intelligence through dedication and hard work. Open mindset is you seek truth and optimal thinking. Our mindset is you see others as people of great worth and you value them as such. Promotion mindset is you have a clear purpose, your why, and destination, your where, and you're shooting for the stars. The barriers with those mindset, having those mindset, are our 150 unconscious biases. Neuro Leadership Institute has done a great job in summarizing the 150 unconscious biases, which blocks our creativity, complex problem solving, and innovativeness into seeds. Similarity bias, experience bias, distance bias, and safety bias. Two examples. Our experience bias, which is defined as our truth is the truth, which is opposed to open mindset, seeking truth and optimal thinking. So when you have experience bias, you're not open to other truths, not open to other perspectives. Our experience bias, which is do, not think, it is equivalent to our system one thinking, which is think fast, think shallow. System two thinking, think deep and think slow. That's what's required for creativity, innovativeness, and complex problem solving. Thus, we need in our organization to be able to develop this kind of mindsets, to mitigate the seeds, to cultivate the success mindsets. Let's move to character. When I ask my participants in workshop to draw a tree, 99% will draw trees without roots. And that's representative of the mental framework of how people see the world. And that's why most problem solvers are at symptom level because they solve what they can see. They cannot solve what is hidden. And so structural problem solving that I teach is to help people use tools to unblock that and for them to see what is hidden, root cause. I liken our character to the roots of a tree because it's deep and it anchors us through seasons. It doesn't change, it doesn't shift. Whereas personalities, like leaves, like fruits, they change with season. Personalities will change with the work environment. Character is about you knowing your purpose. It's about you knowing who you are and knowing where you're going. And then with that, you have the visible traits of, let me share with you what they are: passion, perseverance, courage, integrity, humility, love, hope, joy, gratefulness, control of emotions, hospitality, and many, many more. Oxford University has done incredible research on character leadership, which fascinates me, and I think it's a very important core topic. I believe that character leadership forms the base, manifests itself in the other leadership models. Because without that, your leadership models are just like personalities. We're just adopting, we're just faking it, but there's no substance. So we need that base, that character base, to then be situational leaders. We need a character base to be transformational leaders, visionary leaders, and so forth. Now let's talk about two things: capabilities and competencies. Capabilities to me are life skills, not soft skills. And the difference between life skills and soft skills is that life skills need to be transferable, it needs to be repeatable, it needs to be predictable. And most soft skills are not transferable, and therefore they cannot be repeatable, and therefore they cannot be predictable. Life skills, unlike competencies, are not tied to a role, not tied to an education, not tied to an industry. Functional competencies are tied to an education, to a role, and industry. Examples of life skills: critical thinking, structured problem solving and decision making, stakeholder engagement, high performing teams, um, communicating for impact to influence, issue clearing, conflict management. I believe that life skills, capabilities add richness to functional competencies. That means that when a talent approaches a problem, the talent doesn't look at a problem solely from a functional competency perspective, but the talent now looks at a problem with the right mindset, the success mindsets, with the right capabilities that enriches the functional competency. And the base of that approach is character. Reminder on functional competencies: they are required, but they're not enough. At the same time, you have to stay relevant. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Pausing from your business for me to unpack MC3. I know it's a lot, and I hope that I've done a decent job of breaking it down for you: mindset, character, capabilities, competencies, and they're all needed to be together. And I hope, ladies and gentlemen, that you will pause from this podcast and that you will rethink your criteria for your organization's 21st century talent. I also recommend that as you think about that requirement, you need to hire today for tomorrow. Meaning that if you need people, talent in 2026, 2027, you need to hire them now. Why? Because you need time to hire right. Good people need to be found. They're not just waiting for you, they need to be found. Then they need to be integrated. And then you need to work on developing the MC3. So thank you. and be well.